Think about how many times you have seen a broken down car on the side of the highway and prayed that never happens to you. When you are looking for a daily driver, peace of mind is the ultimate luxury. You want a car that starts every single morning, regardless of the weather, and asks for absolutely nothing but regular oil changes. That is exactly where the 2023 Toyota Corolla steps in and absolutely dominates the conversation. You might look at other compact sedans and get distracted by flashy gimmicks or massive screens, but let me tell you, long-term ownership is a completely different game. Toyota has spent decades perfecting the formula for a vehicle that simply refuses to die. The engineering under the hood is focused heavily on thermal efficiency and reducing friction, which means the engine components endure significantly less wear over time. We are talking about a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine that delivers 169 horsepower. Notice I said naturally aspirated. There is no turbocharger here to complicate the plumbing, generate excess heat, or eventually fail and hand you a massive repair bill. It's simple, it's robust, and it works. When you sit inside, the build quality immediately stands out. The panel gaps are incredibly tight, the materials on the dashboard feel substantial, and the layout is ergonomically flawless. You get physical buttons for the climate control, which is a massive win because nobody wants to dig through touchscreen menus just to turn up the AC while driving at 70 miles per hour. The infotainment system features seamless wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, connecting to your smartphone via Bluetooth or the built-in USB ports instantly. Toyota also loaded this car with their Safety Sense 3.0 suite, which includes pre-collision systems and lane departure alerts that actually work without being overly intrusive. The ride quality is another huge selling point. The front suspension utilizes McPherson struts, a tried and true setup that provides excellent steering response while remaining extremely durable and cheap to maintain. If you ever need to replace a strut down the line, the parts are available everywhere and the labor is straightforward. Underneath the car, everything is laid out logically. The oil filter is highly accessible, making your routine maintenance an absolute breeze. You just drain the zero-weight 16 synthetic oil, swap the filter, and you are good to go. This level of engineering foresight is what separates a good car from a legendary one. The suspension soaks up potholes and rough pavement like a much larger, heavier car, thanks to the incredibly rigid TNGA platform it sits on. You do not feel the harshness of the road translating into the cabin, which makes long highway trips remarkably comfortable. And let's talk about resale value. If you decide to sell this car in 5 or 10 years, the depreciation curve is incredibly flat compared to its rivals. People actively hunt for used Corollas because the reputation is legendary, meaning you retain a massive chunk of your initial investment. So if you're tired of mechanics knowing your first name and you just want a vehicle that serves you faithfully year after year, pulling the trigger on this sedan is the smartest move you can make. It's not just transportation. It's absolute certainty on 4 wheels.